breathing.
I know. I was like, hi team, how are you doing? I was just telling Laura that every time she's excited or she's thinking, she goes, she does this wee breathing thing, and we were just commenting how I'm just back from holiday. So
you see the real the Irish skin here, and you've got the tan
and I was recording all morning, so I had my makeup on and my hair in a bun. It's not exactly done, but and I was like, Laura, you're looking a bit white.
Peel sickly child. I went to put some more makeup on before we went on.
Yes, so you have to excuse Laura. Well, Laura is actually sick. God love her. I've been working her too hard. True story.
Not really. I just need some tan. I didn't do my tanning Thursday. That's
she
the
needs
real issue.
Some tan and some time off. And here we have Natalie and Maya in the background. And we're all flipped around here in the office. We were actually recording here today, and we were just like, let's move things around and see how we go. So normally I'm at the back of the room, and here we are at the front of the room. But I think this is nice. This creates a wee bit of depth. So good to see you all. Loads of you on already, 379 of you. I know that it's like 1 a.m. for many of you as well, which is like pretty epic that you're getting up at 1 a.m. for this. But I guess if I had the chance to win $10,000 or a scholarship to Extreme Body Makeover, then I would also be up at 1 a.m. Would you not, Laura?
Oh, 100%. You would not keep me away.
Guys, how have you all been enjoying the challenge this week? I'm just going to chat for a second while everyone's jumping on. Let me know in the comments how you have been enjoying it. Have you loved it? What have you learned from it? What are you going to take forward from it? We're actually going to do a bit of a Q&A here today as well. Normally what we do in these lives is, especially this Friday one at the end of a challenge, normally I would present, the program that we're selling to you. So a couple of weeks ago, whenever we ran the challenge, it was Extreme Body Makeover. And normally that's what we would do. We would be presenting that to you today, opening it and doing loads of shout outs and everything live on the call. But of course, Extreme Body Makeover is now closed. Although we do have a wee surprise for you. But Extreme Body Makeover closed last weekend, but we just decided, fuck it, we're just going to run another challenge anyway, because that's the kind of crazy shit that we do here in the Sculpted Vegan. And those of you are always complaining that, you don't have the finances to join a challenge, or you wish you could join a challenge. So I've literally given away $20,000 for nothing in these last two challenges. So everybody has a chance to win, and nobody can ever bitch or whinge at me again and say that, they're annoyed because they can't join the challenges, because we do free challenges and give away a lot of money in free challenges as well. And it's been absolutely epic. Laura, what has been feedback this week? Because I've been on vacation.
I know. Well, I think the attendance has been amazing on the masterclasses for running the second challenge. It was nearly half the amounts. And just even the content, like your time management, I can never hear your time management masterclasses like enough. Like everything that Kim taught you on that, she has taught all of the team here. Like we're now time management ninjas.
They are.
And you can never hear enough of it, because it filters into every aspect of your life that you're able to nail. Your gym routine, your meal prep routine, your work routine, your family routine. Like it benefits everywhere. And I'm seeing lots of the frog emojis. Like everybody loves the frog. I know, but I was writing the post for it on Wednesday. I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't actually know what to write. I don't know what she's talking about. But that was just so amazing. And one thing I always remember about you, whenever we have meetings, I'll be like to Kim, right, but we circle back to this when you've got a bit more time or a bit more energy. It's my projections into it. And Kim's like, no, let's just do it now. Let's get it done. And that is the thing. Kim just gets shit done so much all the time. And that is going to be you now.
We were talking about this actually earlier. Natalie and I were talking about it. And I was saying how the culture of a company just filters down into the company as a direct result of the owner of the company. And of course, I own the Sculpted Vegan, and I'm the kind of person, I'm just like, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. I just get shit done, and I get it done now. And so of course I've then filtered that down, I think, into everyone else in the company. We're like, respond to that email, get onto that customer, deal with that, but unfortunately it can become a little bit too much, and then everyone can reach burnout because everyone's so on it all the time. But the more you can get shit done, the more productive your life is going to be. Like one of my rules, which I taught in one of my previous time management courses, was don't put it down, put it away. And if you can, I didn't teach it this time, but I probably should have, if you can master that, the art of don't put it down, put it away. Like if I say to somebody, or if I think, I'm going to have to text that person, or I must get that done, I just pick up the phone and I text them. Or if I think, I need to order something on Amazon, I must get that face wash. When I was in the shower the other day, I was like, shit, I need to order a new Dermalogica. Normally Natalie does it for me, but I keep forgetting to ask Natalie to do it. So I got out of the shower, picked up my phone, still wet in my towel, went on to Amazon, ordered the Dermalogica face wash. if you don't put things down, don't put them down, you put them away. And that means making the phone call, scheduling the gym time, ordering your stuff on Amazon. Just, do you ever like lie on the couch and think, oh, I can't be bothered to go and get my computer, or I can't be bothered to do that thing, or I can't be bothered to and if you just go, get up and do it, boom, and you just make yourself get up and do it, that's the hardest part. The hardest part about getting to the gym is getting there. Once you're there, you may as well work out. So if you can motivate yourself all the time just to take that next step, to do that hard thing first, get out of bed and get on the treadmill. You're never going to want to do it. You're not going to do it later. Get out of bed, get it done now. Do the hard thing first. The hard thing for you, whether it's meal prepping, whether it's training, whether it's cardio, whatever it is. I love the emoji someone posted earlier. It was a picture and they said, if your job is to eat a frog, eat it first. And if you have to eat 2 frogs, eat the biggest one first.
Oh, yeah.
Do the hardest thing first, and then do the second hardest thing first, and then the third hardest thing, and then the rest of the day, you're cruising. So that is the one thing that I want you to take away from this masterclass is every single, or this 5-day challenge, everything you want, you can have. Everything you want is possible for you if you just take control of your time and do the hard things first. But it's a practice. It doesn't come easy. You have to learn it. You have to practice it. You have to develop it over time. Just going to turn my phone on to do not disturb.
Another thing I just want to add is like that is the difference about our company and what Kim teaches, because again, we're not just giving you a training program, a meal plan. It's all this mindset, which is the missing part for so many people that we're like trying to fill in the gap. So you have the full package of everything to get the transformations to change your life in the ways that you want to.
Yeah, because knowing what to do is useless without the emotional strength to do what you know. You have to have the emotional strength to say no to the chocolate cake, to stop self-sabotaging, to get yourself off the couch and into your gym clothes, or get yourself out of bed in the morning. Like, you have to have the discipline, the emotional fortitude to make yourself do that next step. And that's what most people are missing. Most people, when they get to the gym, just train. Most people, when they have a healthy meal put in front of them, just eat it. But in training yourself emotionally to bridge that gap between where you are now and that next step of where you want to be, not like I want to be a millionaire or I want to be a sculpted goddess, but I want to be in my gym clothes. If you can bridge the gap between bed and being dressed in your gym clothes.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah, it's the hardest part. And then bridge the gap between being in your gym clothes and actually getting in the car and driving to the gym, and then bridge the gap between being in the car at the gym and being in the gym. You're just bridging those little gaps all the time. And then that is how you achieve your goals. It's what is it? The old quote, Lao Tzu or whatever, he says, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. It's the next step, the next step, the next step. And it really is that super simple. Okay, so one thing I do want to tell you before we start, since I have all of your attention now, because you're all like, gonna give away some money, and we are going to give away some money today. It's going to be super, super exciting. But one of the things I want to tell you is we have actually reopened just today, 9 minutes ago, we have reopened Extreme Body Makeover for any of you procrastinators who waited to the very last minute.
Who would do that?
I don't know.
No one
in this room, no one in this room would ever do Extreme Body Makeover. Here, listen, Natalie here, she's been involved in Extreme Body Makeover for 6 months, and she said to me the other day, I think I might do Extreme Body Makeover. You're a little late to the party. Yeah, you're a little late to the party, Natalie. You could have started it 6 months ago. So yeah, we're procrastinators too in the Sculpted Vegan. But for anyone who has procrastinated to the very last minute, we have opened the program for you. It is open again this weekend. No need to email customer service. You can just go to the website. You can slip in. Next week, the price is rising, guys. In fact, not even the price is rising. The program's closing. And we keep saying the price is rising, but we're actually closing.
We're starting. The challenge begins.
The challenge begins on Monday, and the first photos are being taken on Monday. And so if you want to get in this weekend. If anyone purchases live on the call, I'm going to shout out your name. Okay. You've all heard the sales pitch. You all know what the program is. You've all seen the transformations. You've all seen, Elka and Misty and Grace and Carol and give me a few more names. Alex and
Tia
and all of the ones, all of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who have got the most insane results from the program. It does speak for itself. You want it. It's amazing. I understand that many of you just couldn't swing the money. I get it. That's why we've got 14 scholarships to give out today. We're going to do that as well after we do. What do we do first? The scholarships? Well, just the scholarships.
I'd say the scholarships first. I think so, because these women have applied for this, sent in their videos and their
talk them
reasons.
through what happened, Laura.
Yeah. So anybody for a scholarship, basically we reached out to, and then we offered them that we wanted to see a video basically explaining why they should be applicable for a scholarship. So loads of amazing videos came through. Maya was talking about how emotional many of them made her, just really listening to these amazing women's stories of how much they wanted to join Extreme Body Makeover, but for different personal reasons, financial reasons, health reasons, just financially they couldn't afford it at the moment. And Kim is coming in for a little magic fairy wands to grant some wishes, and it is just going to be life-changing just to give it to these women.
What we decided to do was we always give away lots of programs free every year, but we do it very quietly. And so we don't, announce it in the groups. But what we will do is we will quite often see women who've been usually part of our community for a long time, and they've purchased a lot of programs, and they're constantly trying and trying and trying. And whenever we see someone who's been in our community for a long time, who's purchased a lot of programs, who's really pushing for their goals and just cannot afford whatever recent challenge it is that we're launching, we reach out to them privately and we usually gift them the program. But we don't do this with any big, rah-rah song and dance. We do it very quietly. But this time we decided, because the ticket value on this program was so big, we decided that we would start a scholarship fund. And so rather than me just give away the scholarships, I decided to open up a scholarship fund within our community for anybody who wanted to donate to the fund to help their fellow women. And this actually, I think, might be something that we will continue, because I was absolutely blown away by the amount of donations that we had. Now, I personally put in $5,000 of my own money just to get the fund started. And then we raised an additional $9,000 just through our community, just giving small amounts. And anyone who did give away, or anyone who did donate, by the way, we're going to be reaching out to you. I'm going to give you a gift of a Zoom coaching call with me. So anyone who did donate, thank you so much for donating. Just look out for that email, or it's actually going to, it's going to go out, I think, next week, which will give you the details of the private Zoom coaching call with me that I wanted to offer you as a way of a thank you for your donation. So we managed to raise just under $14,000. So we've topped that up to the 14,000, and today we have $14,000 worth of scholarships to give away, which is 14 programs. Now, we did have more. So here's the sad thing, right? We did have more than 14 entries, right? I think there was about, how many in total? 27, did you say?
Around 30.
Oh, 30, right? We had 30 entries in total. We went through quite a rigorous process with the people who applied for a scholarship, and we ended up with 16 very worthy candidates, but we don't have 16 to give away. We only have 14 to give away. So unfortunately, we decided that, well, not unfortunately, but we decided the fairest way to do it was to do Laura's famous Wheel of Fortune. So today we have 14 scholarships to give away for, and Laura's going to do a little Wheel of Fortune for the scholarships. And I think that we're going to do that live first, and then we are going to give away $10,000 in cash. And anybody who decides to join Extreme Body Makeover, it is open again this weekend in honor of this challenge finishing. You can pick it up today. You can pick it up until midnight on Sunday. And you can go to the website, sculptedvegan.com/EBM for Extreme Body Makeover. You can grab the program while we're live here today. We're going to do a Q&A, and anyone who has joined while we're live, I'll shout out your name while we're live, and you'll get like a wee special welcome from me.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so
are you ready to spin the wheel?
Yeah, are we ready to spin the wheel? This is Laura's forte, by the way. I'm not a Wheel of Fortune girl.
It's been my amusement through many of the Shred programs. Okay, so we have 16 people in our wheels. It'll be fate and fortune, whoever gets the wheel chooses, whatever the wheel chooses, it decides. So our first spin, let's move that there. Off we go. We're going to spin the wheel.
Oh, here we go.
Scholarship number 1 is
Andrea Edwards. You get an Extreme Body Makeover scholarship.
I will spin the wheel, and Kim can pronounce the names.
Okay.
I struggle with that part. Okay, spin 2.
Okay, you don't need to click back on this. You can just stay on this. Spin 2, here we go. It really likes to draw,
I know.
right, doesn't it? We have Evelyn Germain.
Wow.
Well done, Evelyn. You won an scholarship. Fabulous.
It's not as much a mischief this one, so there's not as many names.
I know, exactly.
Next up, scholarship number 3
is going to Donna Green. Donna Green, congratulations! You got the scholarship to Extreme Body Makeover. Hopefully these girls are all here, hearing their names.
Say
being
hi.
shared. Yes, say hi in the comments if you're here. Oh, we have Rachel Zeiss. Rachel, congratulations! You are the winner of another Extreme Body Makeover. This is really quite fun.
Yeah, isn't it?
And
You see what I mean?
will it know when they? It won't pick the same person twice, will it?
Well, we haven't had. Well,
Oh yes, it is going to. Right, spin again. Rachel, sorry, you've already won. You can't win again.
we've discovered a flaw in the
A
wheel.
flaw in the wheel. I never thought about that. At some point, we're going to have to. It's going to do it again.
I know.
Okay, so Andrea, you can't win twice. We've discovered a flaw in the wheel, so let's stop the wheel. So this is, you can just see that this is all right. So let's stop the wheel.
Okay.
Okay. So actually, you've all been duped anyway, because here's what we were going to do.
Game
Are you
over.
ready? Game
Whatever.
over. Right. Here's how I said to them. So Laura was like, "What do we do? We've only 14 scholarships and we've 16 people. We can't not have 2 people win." And I said, "Let's make them go through the Wheel of Fortune anyway, and it'll be all exciting. And then at the end, we'll say." Everybody gets a scholarship. Okay, so that was fun while it lasted. 4 times. That was fun while it lasted. So every person on that list, let's call them out. Actually, let's call them back out. Or here.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, she wants me to call them out. Okay, so here is who is getting a scholarship. Okay, 16 scholarships. I decided just to throw in an extra 2. Here they are: Claire Lynch, Ali El Sayed. No, is that right? Yes, El Sayed, Evelyn Germain, Juliette Turner, Sharon Christmas, Diane Dorset, Rachel Louise John, Asha Marshall, Donna Green, Rachel Zeiss, Josie Kessler, Nicole Mandel, Julia Winard, Andrea Edwards, Rafaela Macri, and Chantal Kruger Shoesmith. You guys have all won a scholarship to Extreme Body Makeover. Congratulations. Maya is going to reach out to you. Is that correct? Maya is going to reach out to you after this live. She is going to get you set up with your Extreme Body Makeover scholarship. And we're so excited to be able to
cheer you on. It's so amazing.
I know it is so amazing. Now, just to be clear, as an FYI, those of you who have received the scholarship cannot win any of the competition money, unfortunately. You do get full access to the program. You can still submit your photos. You can still submit your before and after photos. We want you to go through the program, exactly as everyone else is. But unfortunately, because you have been granted a scholarship and you haven't paid an entry to the competition, we cannot allow you to win any prize money. But hopefully you won't worry about that, because you've now got a scholarship to Extreme Body Makeover.
I'm gonna banging hot body.
Yeah, you get a banging hot body as well. And you guys are all saying that this is amazing and that you're loving it. Okay, so now we're gonna do, I think, the $10,000 giveaway, and then we are gonna do a bit of a Q&A as well. We're just gonna, answer any questions that you have about
Extreme Body Makeover.
Extreme Body Makeover, about your own journey, about moving, forward with your journey, anything that we taught this week, anything you want to ask me or Laura, you can absolutely just put it here. We're going to do a Q&A for, I don't know, however long it takes afterwards. And I think we'll probably do the $10,000 giveaway first, so the Australians don't have to wait. Yes, exactly. Okay, so here is what we're going to do. Well, we'll do the comments here. So here's what we normally do. We have everybody on the live here, and we have everybody who's commenting here. So we have this big, massive list of comments. So I'm going to scroll up and down the comments. This is the way we always used to do it. I'm going to start scrolling now. So what we do is I start scrolling up and down the comments, and then somebody yells stop. And then once Laura has yelled stop, for example, whoever is at the top of the comments, I will pin your name. So who's at the top of this one now? So you haven't won, Diane, but just to let you know, if I had stopped at you, I'll pin your name like this. If you have not accepted StreamYard's terms and conditions, your name will come up like this, and I cannot choose you, unfortunately. So make sure, if you're watching on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, you're fine. But if you're watching on Facebook, make sure you click the blue link, which is above this post, which says, please click here to accept StreamYard's terms and conditions. Make sure you do that, because otherwise your name will not show up. So that is what is going to happen. So I am going to start scrolling, and you have to let us know that you are here in the comments in order to win. Sorry, one other thing I'm going to tell you is once we have chosen the winner, before we send you your money, we are going to go back and check all of the comments on Facebook just to make sure that you have watched all the lives and you've commented on every single live. So what we need you to do is we need you to confirm in the comments, once we call your name, we need you to confirm in the comments, we need you to say this: yes, I have watched and commented on every live. So there were 4 masterclasses this week on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You need to have watched them all and commented on them. And you need to confirm that with us now, okay? And you can't go back and retrospectively comment after
we'll know
you win, because we know, because it says the time that you commented. So you have to confirm with us and say, yes, I've commented here in the comment section of this live. And then if we find that you're lying or something happens, we'll figure out another way to give someone else the money. But that is what you have to do. Okay, so are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
I am scrolling. And no, yes, I'm not looking either. And Laura is going to say stop somewhere.
Stop.
And at the very top is Marlene Turner Cantu.
Woo!
You have won $10,000. Can you please confirm with us in the comments that you have commented on every single live? We're going to wait to hear from you. There is a bit of a lag here sometimes with the comments coming up. So we will wait to hear from you, but congratulations, Marlene. You have won. Thank you so much to everybody else who participated and who commented. For those of you who are like, I ain't hanging around for the Q&A because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. We understand. I'm trying to figure out where I can go here. There's so many comments now. I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay, so Marlene, congratulations. We will reach out to you. I'm just trying to get down here to the new
bottom.
comments. Everyone's saying congratulations, congratulations. Marlene, we're going to find you in all the comments. Don't worry. Congratulations. You're the winner of $10,000. We will send that to you this weekend so that you will have that money in your bank account for this weekend.
So exciting.
I would love to know as well what you're going to do with it. So we will reach out to you. Holy all this excitement on a Friday afternoon. Okay, guys. So tell us what you want to know. Like, if you have a question, we are going to do a live Q&A here. So if you have a question for Laura or I, we would love to hear what that question is. Just when we sang.
Oh, I think I saw it.
Yeah, I think I saw it too. But anyway, it's fine. We'll find her. She'll be there. Guys, if you have a question, what I want you to do is write the word question in big capital letters, and then we will answer the question. Here we are. Loads of questions coming through now. Okay. So, and if you posted a question way up above, please repost it down here, because obviously we're not going to see it because there are so many questions. Okay, so this is a really good question for Laura. Let me see, where are we? Helen has a question. Can you talk about what failure looks like with resistance bands? Is it when it burns too much to keep going? Laura, what's your answer to that?
Okay, yes, you are definitely on the right track. So when you're training with resistance bands, you're training with metabolic stress. So when you train in that style, it tends to be that lighter resistance but higher rep range, and it basically creates like inflammation in the muscle, and there is a release of lactic acid, which is then that burniness. So it's kind of a funny one, because when you're training with heavier weights and heavier load, it's not as sore at the time, but you get the soreness after. When you're training with the likes of resistance bands, it's that more burny soreness at the time, and also body weight exercises, but not as much after, which means you can train more frequently and don't have to recover as much as well. But yes, you want to aim for basically, well, 2 things. You want to aim that you are getting that feeling, but really in any of the ways when you're training to failure, you want to aim so you literally cannot move anymore. So you literally cannot move that resistance band anymore if you're doing a bicep curl or a shoulder press. So you're really looking for that burny feeling of the lactic acid buildup, as well as you just can't move anymore. So if it's like a push-up, it's when I land on my face. That's how I know that I've went to failure with it.
Yeah. So you have to remember as well, the 2 ways to build muscle. There's a couple of different ways, but the 2 main ways are mechanical stress and metabolic stress. So mechanical stress is where you take the muscle through a full range of motion with a heavy load, and metabolic stress is where you put the muscle under tension. So you basically shake up the metabolites inside the muscle, which causes trauma. Mechanical stress actually causes more stress to the muscle, as in the muscle fibers rip. It is the fastest way to build muscle, but not everybody can or is willing to go to full stretch and full squeeze with a heavy load. And so they want to use more volume training. And that's really what resistance bands is. It's you don't have a heavy load, so you have to use more volume training. It will burn at the time. Like your muscles, say you're doing biceps curls, your biceps are really going to burn, but you won't be just as sore afterwards. Whereas whenever you're training with mechanical failure, as Laura said, you really don't feel it during the workout. There's no burn during the workout, but dear God almighty, you feel it the next day and the day after. But both are effective. Load is more effective in that it's quicker, but a lot of people do train with volume training or train with resistance bands or body weight and build a huge amount of muscle. You just really have to be committed to feeling the burn, pausing for a second, going again, pausing for a second, going again, just really pushing past when your body wants you to stop. And I think that's really what failure training is, isn't it? It's really going past when your mind is going, okay, that's enough. You have to really test, is there more there? And if there is, you have to go for more. And it requires an enormous amount of
the mind always gives up before the body.
Yeah. And look, oh no, wrong one. It was Marlene. Marlene is here. Yay! She says, I'm here. I cannot believe I won. So exciting. I love that. Right. Okay.
Somebody joked when the band snaps.
Yes, when the band snaps.
Okay,
I love this. Kimberly's saying, what happens with the onboarding process if we are just signing up? No, Kimberly, we have had 3 full weeks of onboarding, but don't worry because every single thing has been recorded. So starting next week, we're right into the Zoom coaching calls, but the schedule stays the same for the Zoom coaching calls,
doesn't exactly it? The same coaching calls, yeah. So the thing is, if you were to join now, you can still get all of your newbie questions answered straight away. There's a lot of content already there, but it was kind of us just kind of keeping everybody busy as well while they were there for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So don't honestly feel like you're way behind or you're missing out. You are able to dive straight in, and anything that you have missed, you can catch up on it at any time. Just get stuck in.
Yeah, you absolutely can. You haven't missed anything. And also you can use the time, this weekend or next week, whatever, to catch up on the coaching calls, to catch up on the lives. But any questions you have, we're there to answer them inside the group. Love it. What else have we got? Question. Heidi, how often should we update our total daily energy expenditure before starting a program versus mid-program? Well, it depends how long the program is. If you're talking about extreme body makeover, then you don't really need to calculate your TDE for that one. No, you just need to follow we have different principles of hard build, lean build, and lean build. So you don't need your TDEE in extreme body makeover. You just follow the build principles. And then once you move into the shred portion, you simply follow the shred protocol that we have laid out for you that has worked for thousands, hundreds of thousands of women. So people are like, how do you know this works? It's a one size fits all. And we're like, well, we have all of these 100,000, hundreds of thousands of results to show that it works. So you don't need to work out your TDEE. But if you were going to work out your TDE, if you weren't doing extreme body makeover, I would say about every 6 months. You don't need to, to work it out much more than that. You're really not going to build much more than a pound of muscle per month as a very new trainer, maybe half a pound per month. So after 6 months, you're maybe going to have 3 to 6 pounds of muscle. Your TDEE is not going to change much with 3 to 6 pounds of muscle. So I would say about every 6 months as a general guide. Okay, what else have we got here? Laura, you go with that one while I pull up the login here.
Perfect. So how easy is it to maintain our newly sculpted bodies after the challenge? So basically, anytime after a challenge, you really, really want to think that what it has taken to achieve your body, you want to keep going in some way with it. So we're always, after the challenges, encouraging everybody to keep the strength training up. If you need to lose a bit more body fat, to still keep some cardio in, and still to be mindful of your meal prep. People will come into our programs and they'll maybe have been yo-yo dieters before, or yo-yo kind of body transformers before, and they're very on and off the wagon. That only happens when people stop doing the things that brought the transformation. So they literally go for it for the program, whether it's 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 6 months. And then as soon as the challenge stops, they just stop altogether. Like it's just done. But like if I think of me, like I did Spanish to like a high level in school, stopped, and I got semi-fluent with it after school, stopped learning Spanish. I can't remember. I can just about say hola now. That is all I've got.
Uno cerveza,
Yes,
por favor.
yes.
La cuenta, por favor.
The important phrases, I maybe
Yes.
have them. How to order beer. But that's like me, you know, taking that time to learn a new language, invest all the time in it. And then as soon as I stop practicing it, just assume that I have that forever. That it doesn't work in many different aspects, including body transformations. But we do always hold your hand after programs to help you with that. And especially in Extreme Body Makeover, we have added in another 3 months of coaching. Kim has added in. She's like, let's add this in. Let's throw this in. She's extended the program by 3 months that we're going to add coaching after to teach everybody exactly how they can take their amazing transformation. They can take their regular old lives and just pair those two together to keep all their results, because people do struggle, but we will be there to hold your hand after the program to help you do that.
Yeah, and that is the, you know, what Laura's saying. To maintain your body, you just have to keep going. You just, you know, you're never going to be as shredded as, you know, you're never going to be able to maintain the leanness and the shreddedness that you'll have after Extreme Body Makeover. And it is hard to see that go. Like after you've been on stage, it is super hard to let that go, because dear God, you want to eat and you want to go back to normal life. But what you have to remember is that body that you have at the end of a shred, and many of the girls get into certified stage shred proportions. You have to remember that isn't everyday life. That's a special occasion. And so just like you wouldn't get up every day and put on, you know, your cocktail dress, you know, just to go to the office or to go out walking the dog, you know, you have your everyday life and your everyday dress and your everyday, you know, way that you dress. And your cocktail dresses and your formal dresses for special occasions. That's really what that shredded body is. It's a special occasion body. Now, can you go out and look smart? Well, yeah, like, yeah, I'm here today. I'm in my Chanel necklace. I'm in my kind of, you know, half good gear. I've got, you know, nice earrings on. I got my makeup on. This is me, you know, this is kind of me now every day. When I'm not in gym gear, this is my normal everyday dress. So I can maintain a certain level of polishedness, what would you call it?
Yeah,
sophistication, or, you know, or like I like to dress well. It's important to me. And so I maintain that every day. And then I take it up a notch if I ever go to a really fancy dinner. That's kind of what your body is like, right? You can, you know, you can be like the fat slob of like that I am on the weekend. Like in my comfies, you know, like pigging out the weekend. Really, I don't not even I look like the sculpted vegan on the weekend. But or 80% of the time you can maintain that body all year round. You can maintain a low body fat percentage. You can maintain good arms and a good flat stomach and a six pack. And the thing about it is as well, what you have to remember with whenever you go through the training that we go through, or that we take you through, and you build or sculpt this gorgeous body, you may feel, right, like you may feel like, oh God, I know that I was like stage, like I get this, I'm sure Laura gets this too. We've been in like the shape of our lives, right? So we know like our benchmarks away up here. So I was in Marbella there recently, last week, in the gorgeous Marbella Club Hotel. And I am, you know, in my Gucci bikini, right? You know, like looking the part. And I get up to walk to the bar, and I watch myself as I go to walk to, you know, to the whatever, or go to the bathroom or something. We're lying by the pool. And I get up on my bikini and I have a moment of, should I put on my cover up? And I assess, how far is it from the sun lounger to the bathroom? And I'm like, well, it's only across the pool. And then I have to go down a little path and no one's going to see me there. So I'm the sculpted vegan, right? And a lot of you look at me and go, I would love to have Kim's body. And I still get up from the sun lounger and assess whether or not I should cover up to walk to the bathroom. I'm like, is my butt going to jiggle? Is my stomach hanging out? If I suck my stomach in, will that make my stomach, you know, give me, you know, lines, whatever. So I'm like self-consciously walking the length of the pool to go to the bathroom. See, no matter how good you look, it never leaves you. It never leaves you. But then people come up to me on vacation and they go, I go to the bar and I have gin and tonic, please. And the guy goes, oh yeah, you train, you work out in the gym. I'm like, oh yeah. And he's like, yeah, you in good shape, you muscly. And I'm like, oh, thanks so much. And so I'm all like, I look so like I need to shred, and you know, if my stomach hanging out and is my butt jiggling. And everywhere I go, the staff are saying to me, oh my God, you look amazing, you train, you're back. And this woman was like, oh my God, your butt, like I would die for your butt. So I'm walking around self-conscious, and these people are telling me, you know, they can see that I train and my body is aspirational. That's kind of what happens when you reach this level. You'll never, ever, ever get rid of that feeling of self-consciousness, but you just start to look like you work out constantly. And people notice, and people, you know, and you just have this body that looks trained. But that is kind of the maintenance lifestyle. Just to take it back to the question, that is what happens when you just keep training. You just keep going to the gym every day. You keep doing your cardio. You eat a little less if you put on a bit of body fat. You eat a little more if you're trying to build muscle. It just becomes a lifestyle, and your body begins to reflect that, but only if you don't stop. Just like Laura said, if Laura had continued doing 30 minutes of Spanish every single day since she left school, she would have kept up that Spanish and certainly probably been very fluent by now. But she didn't keep up 30 minutes a day. So she can say, una cerveza, por favor.
Order beer.
La cuesta. Vino blanco, por favor. Those are all the words that I know. Mimosa, por favor.
I need your Spanish course.
I know, but I never did. So I know that wasn't really what you were asking, but I guess it's just important to understand that, you know, people always get worried about maintenance, but really what they're asking is, how can I stop myself falling off the wagon? How can I stop myself going back to where I was? The answer is just keep going. Don't stop, you know, just don't stop.
One thing I want to add is what's made me so happy is seeing so many of the past Extreme Body Makeovers winners, or well, not just winners, just all the participants who went through, who have just, they took their results and they're still going, they're still training, they've built even more muscle. Some of them are even leaner, or they've built just on the foundation that they had, because for some of them, they'd done our 8-week programs, 12-week programs before, and while it did help them change, it just still wasn't that kind of length of time to really build things as a habit. And what Kim shared about kind of, you know, having that version of your appearance, when you do habits for a longer time, it's like you upgrade yourself, and then you learn how to stay there. Then you learn how you can, you know, take yourself up to that like fancy outfit, like with the shredded body for the summer, and then you can kind of let it relax a little bit, maybe for the winter, but you're still not coming back to square one. If you ever felt that you were right down at the bottom of your square one, you're always coming back to that level again.
You level up and then you stay there, and then you level up, and then that becomes the new norm, and then you level up, and then that becomes the new norm. And so it just feels normal now, but you started here and you're up here. Is that what you're kind of saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only way you can ever lose that is just to stop anything. If you're even just going in any way, you're still in that level up each time.
Here, we have some people who have purchased on the live.
Tell us.
I'm going to call out their names. Okay, so who do we have that is purchased on the live? Let me just check the next page. Oh, we have quite a few.
Oh.
So let me just check that they have purchased Extreme Body Makeover. Yes. Okay. So we have Kylie Sutiru has purchased. Welcome, Kylie. We have Jane Morgan has purchased.
Welcome, Jane.
We have Mariana Gonzalez. Who else do we have? Let me just, we have. Oh, Catherine Forsyth.
Yay, welcome, Catherine.
We have Kelly Gayhart has purchased as well. And I think, no, that was a different person. Just checking. Cara had purchased Basement Jack, so it wasn't. So welcome, guys. Yeah. We have some people purchasing live. I love calling out people's names who purchase on the live. So anyone who else is going to purchase Extreme Body Makeover, I'm going to call you out live while we're here doing this Q&A. Okay, so here is another question. Is training hard relative to your ability? As my training hard with my body and abilities isn't the same as someone without health issues. Yes, of course, training hard is relative, but the bottom line is muscle responds to stimulus. That's it, okay? So you have to stimulate your muscle to do more than it can currently do. Now, I have very strong muscles, so my muscles can do a lot. So for me, training hard would be very different to, say, Maya's training hard. Now, Maya does train in the gym, but not maybe as hard as I train in the gym. So we might go into the gym and I might say, Maya, let's squat. And I'll put 60 kilos on her shoulders. She'll be like, holy shit, that was hard, right? And she'll, maybe manage, 6 unassisted reps and 4 assisted reps. Right now, her muscles will go, holy God, what have you done to us? Because her muscles are not used to squatting 60 kilos at 10 reps. I would go into the gym then and I would put 60 kilos on my back, and that will be a warm up for me. So my muscles are capable of squatting in a free bar squat, maybe 140, 150 kilos. So I would need to go to 150 kilos in order for my muscles to be stimulated to grow, because my muscles are big enough to carry 150 kilos. Maya's are not. So training hard, yes, is relative to your particular body and strength. It's not really your body shape or your mobility or your injuries. It's more just what your muscles are capable of doing, because I could injure myself and not be able to squat at all. And if I then started to squat again and squat 60 kilos, my body would not build any muscle because my muscles are capable of squatting 150 kilos. Maybe my muscles might shrink a little bit and my ability might go down to 120 kilos. If I squat 60 kilos, my body is not going to give me any participation muscle because your body will only give you extra muscle if you give it extra work to do. So if you're capable of squatting 100 kilos and you squat 100 kilos, you haven't asked your muscles to work any harder than they were already equipped to work. Make sense? That's what a lot of people don't understand. They go into the gym and they do the same thing again and again and again, the same exercises in the same order, which is great, but they use the same weights. They never increase their weights. They never increase their resistance. They never increase their rep range. They never decrease their rest time. They don't overload the muscles and ask them to do more than they're capable of doing. And so their muscles never grow. And these people look identical year after year after year. And they say, I go to the gym every day. And my body's still the same. And that's because they're lifting the same weight. Okay. If you want your muscles to grow, you have to ask them to do more than they're currently capable of lifting. And if you are increasing your weight every week, I see this all the time. People say, oh, it's amazing. Like I've increased my bench press, or I've increased my bench press, say, by 5 kilos every week. And I'm like, well, what are you at now? And they'll be like, well, now I'm at 40 kilos. I'm like, well, you were probably capable of doing 40 kilos 5 weeks ago. If it's taken you 5 weeks to get up to 40 kilos, then you were capable of doing 40 kilos 5 weeks ago. So your muscles haven't grown. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, because you can't put on 5 kilos a week in muscle. So most people just aren't lifting their true potential. You going to say something else?
Oh no, 100%. We see that all the time, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I guess it's people don't be afraid just to put a bit of weight on the bar and see what happens. Because I think that's what happens. Like I'll put a little bit on and like a little bit more of the next week, just fire it on and see what happens.
Yeah.
Worst happens, you put the weight down.
Yeah, worst happens, like you go to move it and you're like, oh, fuck, that didn't work. And so, we have a couple more orders as well. We have Amy Love. Amy Love.
Ooh,
Amy,
nice
we love
name.
you. Amy Love has just joined. Amy, welcome to Extreme Body Makeover. So excited. All these people are joining on the live. I love calling people's names. Right. What else have we got? Have you seen anything else you want to answer here? I have to scroll up a wee bit. Oh, there's so many more, actually. I wonder if we click new comments. Will that take us down? Connie Nash is saying, Mark's Train to Failure is priceless, a must watch. Yes, indeed.
That is like Extreme Body Makeover at the moment. We've put so many videos and masterclasses, how to train without a spotter, like everything into Extreme Body Makeover, because we really, really want to, like, literally, we don't not just tell you in a PDF, really show you in a visual of how hard to train. And it seems to be clicking for so many people now, like how hard to
I think it's just because we're literally just piling it on all the time. We're like, have this video and have this video and have this video. And then they're like, oh, now we get it. Now we get it. Yeah. I love this. Actually, this was I'm going to call you Maya. Laura, talk about your amazing knee injury plan that you created.
So we have an Extreme Body Makeover. Well, first to say, with any injuries don't completely wipe you out from training. You just have to train smarter around your injury, because we'll see a lot of times people are like, oh, a shoulder injury or a knee or a back injury, and they're like, shoulder injury, I just can't train any upper body, or knee or back injury, I just can't train like at all. Some people will say, like, people have been recommended it, or like, I can't train legs for 6 weeks at all.
I have a sore knee, I can't go to the gym. You're like, but you upper body or still working, your arms still working. Yeah, can still train arms.
So we listened to all the excuses, which then inspired me to create this program. And the thing is, when you've got an injury, you just need to work around it. And with any exercise can be swapped for another exercise which works the same muscles, but works the same muscles with the same load. So in all of my training programs for injuries, that's what I've done. So I've created shoulder injury programs so that people are working their shoulders, but just not in exercises that typically will aggravate the typical shoulder injury. So there's no overhead pressing, but we're still getting all around the delt and other ways. And then the same with the knee injuries and the back injuries, there's no squats, there's no lunges, but you're still working the likes of glute bridges, You're working into maybe some static positions or single leg kickbacks. We're working all of the muscles of the legs, just not with knee bending movements in the way of a squat, so people can still build maximum muscle with it.
Yes, Laura is really the queen of creating all these different workouts. I was like, what about a knee one? Okay, yeah. Shoulder injury? Yeah. Can't squat back injury? Sure.
Leave it with me.
Can't go to the gym program? And Laura, can you build me muscle, Laura, with me not actually having to go to the gym?
Well, from home, yeah. Follow home workouts.
I don't want to do anything.
I just want to lie on the sofa.
I just want to lie in bed. Can you create me the bed gym training program?
Well, that would be interesting. I'm sure Ryan can help you with that one.
Walked right into that one, didn't it? Walked right into that one. Okay, so this is a great question. Kendra Rosejin is saying, what would be the difference between what you do or eat for shredding compared to building? So in terms of eating, nothing at all. You just eat less of it whenever you're shredding. So shredding is really just about calorie restriction, but it's not about calorie restriction, just like kind of willy-nilly. It has to be controlled calorie restriction. So whenever you're shredding, what you want to do is you want to start at a number which is just below your TDEE, which is your total daily energy expenditure. And then you want to gradually drop those calories either every week or every 2 weeks. And so I have experimented with loads of different ways. Sometimes if I'm on a faster shred, I'll drop them every week by say 100. If I'm on a slower shred, I'll go down by 50 calories every week. And people are like, 50 calories, like it's tiny. 50 calories is like a tablespoon of rice. In fact, it's probably less than a tablespoon of rice. And that's literally all you're taking out of your diet per week. It's tiny. But the reason why you incrementally drop your calories and incrementally increase your cardio is because you don't want your metabolism to regulate. So what can happen is if you just drastically drop your calories, which is what a lot of people do whenever they start to diet, the body will very quickly regulate to those decreased calories, and it will down-regulate the metabolism. It will down-regulate everything in your body and everything in your metabolism to accommodate the decreased calories. So whenever that happens, it will stop your fat loss. Your body will be like, oh my God, we are in a period of starvation, which means that we need to preserve the thing that will get us through the period of starvation. And we need to get rid of the calorifically hungry muscle that we don't need while we're in this period of starvation. So people quite often will lose weight whenever they drop their calories drastically, but they haven't actually lost fat. They've lost muscle. And this is what I teach people. It blows people's minds when I teach them. So people will say, oh, I went on, like I was on like 1,000 calorie diet, or I went on the Slim Fast diet, or I went on, one of these diets where you have like a meal replacement shake for breakfast and one of those packet soups for lunch and then a healthy dinner. And people will say, oh, I did that in 4 weeks and I lost, 4 jean sizes, or I went down, I lost X amount of scale weight. But if they actually were to get a DEXA body scan, what they would realize is they're actually fatter than they started. Because what happens is, oh, your Mac's about to die, Laura. Let me just grab a charger. So what happens is your body drops muscle. So yes, you lose weight on the scale, right? But your body has dropped muscle, which means that if your muscle ratio was here and your fat ratio was here, in the first week, your body would have burned fat and your fat would have gone to here. But then after a week, your body would have gone, shit, we're in starvation mode. So what your body starts to do is it starts to drop muscle and it keeps the fat steady. So yes, overall, your weight goes down, but your muscle drops, which means your metabolism lowers and your fat stays high. So if you were to look at your muscle to fat ratio after a starvation diet, you would be fatter in terms of your body fat. Your body composition would have more fat to muscle ratio. So what happens when you start to eat normally again, and this is what happens to most people, they start to eat normally, but because you have less muscle, your body needs less calories to keep it alive, which means that when you go back to eating normally, your body starts to store more body fat because it cannot utilize the normal calories. So before you were eating a normal amount of calories and managing to maintain your weight, which was probably more than you wanted it to be, and then you go on a starvation diet and then you start to eat normally again, but your body doesn't need that amount of calories anymore because it has less muscle, and muscle is very calorifically hungry, calorie hungry. And so you're actually, because you're fatter and your metabolism's lower, your body stores more body fat. So yes, you do drop a bit of body fat. You eat normally, you get fatter. You drop a bit of body fat, you eat normally, you get fatter. So people end up dropping, getting fatter, dropping, getting fatter, dropping, getting fatter. So actually, it's a vicious cycle for that reason. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. We aim to change all that with the likes of Extreme Body Makeover, which is a 9-month program after all. It's not a 6-month program, it's a 9-month program, because we have 3 months of coaching afterwards to help you maintain that body. But we ultimately, with the Sculpted Vegan, with the programs we create, we want to change this. They're all based on bodybuilder science. They're based on bodybuilder nutrition. They're not based on starvation diets. They're designed to change your lifestyle. And we give you all the coaching and all the support and everything that you need, like behind the scenes with the girls here, tapping away in the computer, answering your questions, with Laura and the coaches inside the group, with me doing the lives and the Q&As and being inside the Facebook group. We give you the plan, and then we support you the whole way to changing your body and changing your life. But that is what is different between our plans and other plans. Not only the level of support you get, but also how precisely they're built in terms of, you know, the scientific principles upon which they rest. That sounds very grand, doesn't it? The scientific foundation upon which they rest, upon which the company is built. Makes me sound extremely grand.
Founding mother.
I am the founding mother of the Sculpted Vegan. I like that. I like that a lot, Laura. Right. Okay. So what other questions have we got? There's loads and loads more questions coming through. And still loads of you coming on as well. Let me see, do we have any more orders while we're here? Laura can ping through the questions.
Yeah. I just want to add, I used to do all those diets all the time, and I didn't even get back to normal eating. It was normal eating plus more, because you were always starving.
We have Michelle Tiernan and Jacqueline Deloach.
Hi,
girls. Hi, girls. I see you. And we should have had like a wee, like,
a party.
Like a wee party
We've broken them all.
I blew them too enthusiastically. Back to that bedroom program with Laura Craig.
Too many reps of that.
For blowing too enthusiastically sometimes. It's really bad. We're all girls here. Laura's going to cough. I'm making a joke. Here, have some water.
Yes, thank you.
Laura's got a cough. God love her. Right, okay. What else have we got? Oh, Josie Kessler is saying that's exactly what happened 2 years ago when I had a coach. She put me down to 1,200 calories, even though I wasn't working out. I was starving and my muscle mass was decreasing. Yeah, the problem is a lot of these people are very well intended, but they just don't have a fucking clue, is the bottom line. Connie is saying, binge watch the onboarding sessions. They are amazing. Connie, we love you. You've been around. You're like an OG. Yeah. She is a Sculpted Vegan OG, and we love her. Right. What else have we got here? Question. Okay. I'm training to failure every day at the gym, even grunting. Ooh, grunting. But I'm not sore the next day anymore. Am I doing something wrong? Yes and no. Yes and no. Look, you should be slightly sore after every single workout. And when I say slightly sore, I mean like, ooh, you should like
touch. My traps are so.
You move in a certain way, and you go, ooh. Like I was training back with Dorian Yates, and I'm like, I actually wasn't flexing there. I was just like feeling my back. I trained legs with Dorian Yates, and I trained back with Dorian Yates. I have to say, leg day with Dorian was brutal, but it's worse with Mark. So I didn't want to tell Dorian that, because Dorian is like Mark's like Mark. Dorian is like, you think Mark Getty is like here. Dorian Yates won like Olympia 7 times. He's like one of the most famous, biggest bodybuilders in the world. And so I trained legs with him there last week, and then I trained back with him. And I woke up the next day and I was like, like my back, I like hurt in places. You know where it hurt the most? See in here in my rhomboids. I was like, and then right in under here, my lats too. But anyway,
mine hurt from back when you put them there. Yeah.
So you should feel sore every day, like every single Wednesday and Thursday after leg day. And I do the same exercises in the same order. The only thing I focus on is adding another rep or a little bit more load. And I'm like, quads. Like if I strip my leg and feel my quads, I'm like, glutes. So you shouldn't be sore, like, like agonizingly sore, but you should feel that you've worked. Yes. You should be like, my biceps, or, my tricep. I can feel that. You should feel like you've worked for sure, but you shouldn't be in agonizing pain. And if you don't feel anything the next day, or 2 days later, you're not working hard enough.
Timed up those weights, I think.
Okay, just a couple more questions, and then we are done for the day. There's so many of you still on. It's been so exciting. Who else do we have here? Did I call out Jacqueline Deloach?
She did.
Because we also have, I don't know whether it's Jaime or Jamie, depends on how you pronounce it. Bryant has also joined. Margie LeBron and Julie Starr. Hi, girls.
Hi.
So welcome, girls. So excited to have you all on board. I love it when people join live. I love to be able to call out people's names. It's like my most exciting thing to do.
I'm gonna grab this one. Was the best protein powder to use. We love the Wonder Shake, the vegan Wonder Shake by the Protein Works.
We do. We love it.
You've been using it for years. Like how many years?
Oh my god, since 2000 for me 2015.
Oh my gosh, that's so
crazy.
crazy.
Literally since the company launched, I've been using 9 years. I've been using the Protein Works, and we have such a strong relationship with them now. And they give they have a buy one get one free.
Yes, I want to make sure you haven't missed it out. So we have on the Wonder Shake buy one get one free offer, limited time offer.
It's vegan Wonder Shake.
Vegan Wonder Shake, yep, and it is the code SV buy one. So SV buy one, and it is the most.
Is it ONE?
ONE, yes. So SVBUYONE, and it is the most amazing discount. They just have the best variety of flavors, so you can get that sweet taste if you want to when you're not snacking on anything else. They are high in protein. It is low in fat and carbs. It's just the best vegan protein powder that we can find on the market, which is why we are affiliated with them.
Yes, it is absolutely amazing, guys. I think that is it for today. We have been here for a full hour, but let me just finish with this one because I just saw it. Marianne, EBM1 changed my life. She says, I'm back for more. Woo! I love it, Marianne. I've lost hundreds of pounds on my life. Literally always ended up fatter. EBM taught me how to eat and train and build. Oh, she says it's Jamie. Jamie. Okay, love it. Jamie. I always wonder, was it Jaime or Jamie? Because your name is spelled the Spanish spelling of Jamie, which is Jaime. So I always like to get people's names right. And yes, look at the profile picture, you hot thing in your pink bikini. I love it. I know, and abs under there as well, and everything. I tell you, guys, you're the best. Thank you so much. Oh, here, okay. Let's finish with this, right? Everybody, give us your rah-rah for everybody who's on the fence. Chrissy Moore, if you're still sitting on the fence, jump in. The EBM has exceeded my expectations so far. And listen, guys, like people are asking us, I have the original Extreme Body Makeover. Should I just do that? And we're like, no, because we have improved this one. No end. The first one was epic. This one is off the charts. New workouts, new trainings, new cardio workouts, new categories, new meal plans, new everything.
Yeah, everything's different.
Everything is different. People are like, is it similar? No.
We took the best parts from the other EBM, the little parts which were essentially missing, and we filled the gaps, and boom, here we go. So even more amazing results are going to be coming our way.
Yes. Patricia is saying, thanks, Kim Lauren team, getting ready to prep for Monday and Picture Day. We're excited as well. Janine is saying the support is phenomenal. Love it. Terry Taylor is saying, did the first one. I am back for more. Robin is saying, this may be the last program, so we all need to be in this one. So just as a little update on that, we are launching our new company, Only Fitness, this year. And so we may do another challenge. We may do another Extreme Body Makeover in September. I don't know is the honest to God's answer, because we're launching the Only Fitness this year. And if it takes off the way I think it's going to take off, it will replace the Sculpted Vegan completely. But the Sculpted Vegan, as it stands in its current form at the minute as a business, will no longer exist in its current form. It will always exist in some form, but I don't know what that is going to be because Only Fitness is where I'm putting all of my efforts in the future. Sculpted Vegan will somehow be part of that. I just don't know how and when, and I don't even know that we're going to be running the challenges anymore. And that is not me scaremongering you. That is genuinely me saying I've been building Only Fitness for 2.5 years now. 2.5 years. We're finally launching this year, and my goal is for Extreme Body Makeover to be our main business. So we don't know if we're going to run another challenge. We may. So I just have to say we may, but I honestly don't know if we will or not. So I just want to make sure that we I let you guys know that. Michelle, I love this. I love seeing changes. I'm already seeing change in my body just during the onboarding. I absolutely love it. Kelly is saying, I'm already in. It's the best. Loving it so far. And we haven't even started. Jenny, the first 3 weeks of EBM have been nothing short of brilliant. I love this.
The energy has been amazing. It has been a proper party in the group.
This EBM is so much easier and amazing. Jana is saying, what else have we got? Yep, Jama is saying the support and information is amazing. EBM was fab. Rona is saying, looking forward to 2. It changed my life. It's a lifestyle plan. You guys are amazing. You're absolutely phenomenal. Alicia is saying, I wasn't going to do EBM again, but decided accountability, support, and lifestyle was worth the price. I'm all in. Yeah, I love it. You guys are honestly phenomenal. Look at all the comments coming in. I wish I could. I literally wish.
Wow,
there's hundreds of them. We can't keep up. Sarah is saying, I've never been so pumped for a challenge. The community is simply incredible. You're all my tribe. You're my tribe as well. You're our tribe. Someone is asking, Teddy's asking, what does onboarding mean? It basically just means we gave you 3 full weeks of support just to get started in the program. And all the recordings are available. All of the masterclasses are available. All the Zoom calls are available. They're all there to catch up on. It was really just, Laura and I got together and we said, what are the things that somebody would need to know before starting this program? What would be all the questions that they would have? Let's create Zoom calls, masterclasses. The masterclasses aren't over. I'm doing another one tomorrow. So Sunday, sorry, on my birthday.
Oh,
it's my birthday on Sunday. Natalie was like, you have a masterclass on Sunday night on your birthday. And I was like, yeah, no, but sure. Like, where else would I rather be on my birthday except with you guys? So the onboarding is really just us taking you through every single thing we thought you might need to know to get started. And that's what we've done. And everyone has been saying it has been truly phenomenal. You guys are all saying happy birthday. Will we still be able to access Sculpt and Shred and EBM when you change to OnlyFitness? Yes, of course. Everything that you have always accessed will always be available to you. So don't worry about that. And now you guys are all saying happy birthday. Yeah.
We're gonna have a champagne.
I know, we should, but you're sick. I didn't think you would want champagne. I was like, poor Laura's on antibiotics. And then I was like, well, she'll probably get persuaded. Hopefully there's a bottle in the fridge. You should have a glass of wine. Guys, thank you so much. Oh, let me just call out a few more. Lisa Jordan and Stacey Ledbetter jumped in at the very last minute. I think I already said Julie Starr. Jumped in at the very last minute. Very excited for you guys to join the program. Oh, no, sorry. Lisa Jordan did not jump in. She got 8-week abs and 4-week shred.
It is a great program.
Sorry, but it is a great program. And sure, we got to be shout out anyway. But Stacey did actually jump into Extreme Body Makeover. Congratulations, Stacey. So good to see your name on there. Guys, thank you so much for showing up here. Congratulations to the winners of the scholarships. Congratulations to the winner of our, I think it was Marlene, wasn't it? Of our $10,000. Thank you, girls, for being here in the comments behind us. Thank you, Laura, for being here.
Well, thank you for another amazing challenge. Like we learned so much as like the coaching team or the staff team. We run the coaching as much as you members, and so thank you for on your birthday week firing out another challenge to keep us all entertained and learning. So I think this has been an amazing group. From start to finish, this has been so much
It's been
fun.
a fabulous month, hasn't it?
Yeah,
it's literally been a month now since we, been kind of doing all this. We're all exhausted. We all need to go on holiday after. So I was just on holiday, but now they all need to go on holiday. Okay, guys, I hate saying goodbye. I always drag it out for such a long time, but thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your time and your attention. Thank you for showing up for yourselves. Thank you for showing up for us. Thank you for being so kind and supportive to each other and to all the coaches. We love you all so much. We'll see you all soon for another 5-day challenge. For those of you in EBM, we'll see you in that group. For those of you who are going to hang around in this group, we're still here to support you. And whatever you decide to do, whether it's Extreme Body Makeover or whether it's another challenge or even another fitness person online, just know that I am in your corner. We are in your corner. We're always here to support you. Even if you leave and you come back, that's totally okay. We are here to support you in whatever it is you want for yourself. Just know that everything you need, we are here to help you with.
Hold your hand.
Hold your hand all the way through. Okay. Mwah. Sending you big hugs and kisses. Have an awesome rest of the day wherever you are. An awesome weekend. And I'll catch up with you all soon. Thanks so much, girls. Bye. 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 Bye.